Hi you guys, it's Hailey, so welcome back to my channel. So today I have the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette here. I got this for Valentine's Day from Adrian. I knew from the moment that I saw this palette, I was like, I need this, like, so badly. So that is what he got me. I'm basically going to do kind of a little, like, mini review on this palette. I'm not going to do swatches or anything because I kind of suck at those, and I think that swatches don't really tell a whole lot about a shadow. It's one of those things, it's like, oh, it's like makeup porn when you're doing it, you know, when you're swatching something. But with shadows, it's really hard to tell if that even means anything. So I'm not going to swatch them, but I am going to basically review it. I'm wearing the palette on my eyes today. So let me kind of, my hair's everywhere. I don't know if you guys can really see it that well. I feel like my lighting and my camera makes it all look like it's blended into just one, which it's not. There's definitely lots of different colors in this eye makeup. Also, my eyebrows probably look really messy. None of the eyebrow gels that I have, like, can tame these bitches. Like, they are just, not all the eyebrow gel in the world could tame them. So, excuse those. So this palette retails for $52, which is not a bad price whatsoever, for the size and the packaging, and just, no, like, it was worth it to me. Also, this palette sold out in 3 minutes. I couldn't believe I actually got it, just because I was so scared. I knew this bitch was going to sell out. All of his makeup, or, like, palettes and stuff always do so well that I was like, I'm going to be lucky if I even get this, and I was lucky. This is the first Jeffree Star palette I've ever tried. I have wanted his other ones, like the Androgyny and the Beauty Killer palette, but there was some shades in there I felt like I probably wouldn't properly utilize or ever use, so I was like, I'm going to hold off until there's a palette that I desire a little bit more. So, all of his palettes are beautiful, don't get me wrong, and people have said his eyeshadows are out of this world, so let's get into the whole review. So it comes basically in this little VHS tape kind of box. I believe when he revealed the palette, he mentioned that. I don't know why I can't think of words today. Like, I'm very slow at that today. So it comes off. I like that it's not excessive packaging. I kind of like that I could just slide it out. I feel like I always mess up, like, the packaging on boxes trying to open them quickly, and I always save my packaging on my eyeshadow palettes. I don't know why, but so let alone the packaging on this palette was honestly one of the reasons I was like, I need this palette. Before I even saw what was in it, I was so impressed with the packaging. It's the first palette I've ever seen in a box like this. It's so cool. So this already caught my attention, and it's kind of like a faux leather. I don't know, it's beautiful. Coolest palette I own, honestly. So it's kind of hard to open at first. I thought it would open a lot easier, but I feel like it's a good thing that it doesn't. It feels very durable. Like, I feel like it's just a lot safer. I don't know. Like, this feels pretty sturdy. So when we open it, we have these shades. I used a lot of the reds on the bottom today. Like, I used these two, and I used that, and I used a little bit of this one. I don't remember what they're called. Prick, Cherry Soda, Fresh Meat, and Coma. I like the names of these two. They're very creative. So, as always, he has the little Jeffree Star star engraved in them, and then he has that medical symbol on that one, and then a needle here, which I thought was kind of cool. The packaging is supposed to be kind of medical looking, which is also very innovative. So, these shadows by far are some of the best reds I've ever used. They're so pigmented, and I know when making a red eyeshadow, sometimes they just are really patchy and streaky, and just, not streaky, but patchy. And these are just, they did have a little bit of fallout, but that's, I don't mind fallout. If I'm getting pigment, that's fine. I do my foundation last when I do really dark eyeshadow or very vibrant eyeshadow, just so it doesn't ruin it. And I'm so pale that, come on, it'd be ruined. But the pigment in this palette is truly everything. I honestly just, the colors are so beautiful. I want to dip into more of this. Oh, you can see my light. I'm sorry, I'm like blinding you. I want to dip into, I already did that one today, but there's like some other purples I kind of want to use with it. And I also want to try to do a neutral look with this palette because it does offer some neutral shades. I know the bottom half is kind of not for the faint of heart, but overall, I think this palette is incredible. I was so nervous to use it just because I was like, come on, like, please be good. And it's incredible. If you want some really vibrant shadows to step out of your comfort zone with, I highly recommend it. Or if you were just a red eyeshadow whore like me, then you need this palette. I am the biggest red eyeshadow lover ever. So, trying to think what else to mention about it. The pans. I keep opening and closing it. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm probably the most annoying person to review a palette. The pans are so big. Like, I feel like they're huge. Compared to any palette I have, they're definitely the biggest. And I know he actually made them smaller compared to his other ones just because there's more shadows, which I don't mind. I don't need a huge, you know, eyeshadow. But this size is great. I don't know if this palette is limited edition or not. I did not catch that. I don't believe that it is, but this was such a nice Valentine's Day kind of shade range and palette, and he released it, you know, right before Valentine's Day too, so gotta say, I'm in love with it. Completely in love with it. So when he does do the, I heard he's doing a pre-sale for the next one since this one sold out in 3 minutes, which is insane. You should definitely pre-order it or whatever when the pre-sale happens because it's worth it. Like I said, the price, I know people who are like, that's almost 60 bucks. So were a lot of my other palettes, and they're not nearly as cool or as good of a shade range, and just, this feels luxurious, if that makes sense. So I keep looking at it because I'm just, I love it so much. So before I just keep going on about how good this palette is, good, I love it. Get your hands on it if you can. So that concludes this video. I guess I'm seeing Motionless in White in 2 days, but by the time this video goes live, it might already be past. And I'm meeting my friend Patricia, who's one of my closest friends. She lives in Texas. I'm meeting her for the first time in person. And then Sean is coming back, so we're all going together with Adrian, and I'm really excited. So expect lots of vlogs. Like I said, this might be uploaded afterwards. I don't know. So that is it for this video. I love you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, bye.